I'm Reverend Pamela and Pinckney Butts, and today I was notified once again by Cuyahoga County, Ohio Common Pleas Court that my life has no good cause. Neither does anything that I say have any good cause, and that I do things in bad faith. It's really amazing because my faith is what's kept me and kept me whole. Donald Nugent in the district court, United States District Court, who's sitting on a bench without a law license to practice law in the state of Ohio, and you have to be a licensed attorney to practice law in the state of Ohio. I don't care what you override Donald Trump. In Ohio, you have to be an attorney, not a lawyer, an attorney to practice law and to be a judge on a bench here in Ohio. Well, Donald C. Nugent has been allowing my children and me to be abused, neglected, and endangered, and then blocked it, saying that court resources are a waste to be used for me to receive justice. And when I went and reported, I didn't take matters in my own hands. I went to the legal process. And when you mess with me, I do what's legal. I do what's right. I put it in writing. That's not harassment. That's not retaliation. That's not illegal. That's not in bad faith. That's not frivolous. That's not vexatious. Then they have the nerve to make sure I don't get an attorney and have some prejudiced white man named Marcus Sidoti tell me that I'm a common denominator among attorneys. Let me explain something to you, prejudiced white man. I'm not a denominator, and I'm not common. I'm not a slave, I'm not a nigger, and I'm not your thing. Get that in your head. And I'm not a slave. Kathleen Ann Satula and Eileen Gallagher, who've been playing pity patty and doing a little funky stuff to me, you're going to get caught. See, when they had you on the internet with the lynching of all those black men, they didn't show all of what you do. While you have court at 7 in the morning before the Justice Center opens up, destroying the lives of innocent people and hurting people. You're going to get caught. And when you do, those jails that you're building for others will consume you. That'll be your place of retirement, since that's what you like to do. Today, I was also on the phone with the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections, who I'm currently suing, who wanted to ask me how I knew about Joshua being abused in the jail. Who told me? That ain't none of your business. The fact is that it's happening. And if you need me to be a little bit more proper, that is none of your business. My son has been being humanly trafficked ever since being stolen from me at the age of 5. When I was on my way to pick him up from half-day kindergarten, and he had been told that I had given him away and put him up for adoption, and 2 of my other children were told the same thing and stolen him and had been trafficked, etc. Because Children's Services, with the aid of leadership, put drugs in my children after being told not to, as a result of our being abused, and who also had that mess done to me. And I haven't forgotten what you done to me, honey. Had my houses stolen from me, etc. See, Camilla, whoever you are, this chick who popped up out of wherever you came from, just like Barack Hussein Obama did, and some other folks. See, you're part of the madness. And Barack Obama, with his stupid self, he and his wife both didn't have sense to realize that they're the puppets of Joe Biden because they don't see them as anything more but niggers and slaves, dummies, doing in people of color. You know, it's amazing. Missionary Tasha, being confused is an understatement for what these people are. And I'm going to just close with this. Those of you who want to help me with my campaign, my phone number is 1216-548-0820. Those of you who would like to help me with my other concerns, including the violation of my civil, constitutional, human, and international rights, please do so. I'm looking forward to it. Marcus Doty, I'm not a common denominator, baby. Colleen Carter, he who laughs last laughs best. That's one of the German proverbs that I received in my German studies. You told me, you're the director of Legal Aid Society for Cleveland, Ohio. You told me you would never help me. And don't ever come back there again and ask for the help after you messed up my case. After you sold out my children and me. After you and Judge Joseph Zone messed up things. Timothy Flanagan and Larry Jones. Do I need to say anything else? Because I do absolutely nothing in bad faith or vexatiously, frivolously, or harassing. It'd be better that a millstone be tied about one's neck and they be cast into the sea than to offend one of God's little ones. And I am one of God's little ones. Remember this, Bishop Willie Duncan's wife, when you say that my life is a wasted life, God never wastes his time or his breath. Life was breathed into me, and he's not going to let you take it. And remember this, those of you who spoke into Bishop Crow's ear and told him that I needed to get a suicide, to try to commit suicide in order to get help. The devil is a lie, and you are too. I shall not die, but live to declare the works of the Lord and Lady. Because I know that all things work together for the good, for those who love God and Goddess, who are the called according to that purpose. Once again, I'm Reverend Pamela M. Pinckney Butts, presidential candidate for the United States of America for the 2020 election. And I do look forward to your support, your vote. And I look forward to having a true nation that's established by truth and real justice.